policies. Learner terms, conditions, and NEBOSH compliance. 1. Registration and confirmation. Registration is valid only after TST Education has received complete participant information and valid proof of payment before the official registration deadline. Registration confirmation will be issued in writing within 2 working days after the registration closing date. 2. Cancellation, refund, and substitution. Course cancellation is permitted only before the official course start date and is subject to a 30% administrative fee. Once the course has commenced, no cancellation or refund is permitted, and the full course fee remains payable. Student substitution may be considered only where permitted by the relevant awarding body. Requests must be submitted in writing at least 3 days before the course start date. TST Education retains the absolute right to accept or reject substitution requests without providing justification. 3. Minimum enrollment and schedule changes. All public programs are subject to minimum enrollment requirements. TST Education may reschedule or change course dates, venues, or delivery modes due to unforeseen or unavoidable circumstances. In such cases, the learner's sole and exclusive remedy is a refund of the fee actually paid. 4. Limitation of liability. Learners shall not bring any claim, demand, or legal action against TST Education arising from participation in the course or from the use or application of knowledge gained. If an examination script or answer sheet is lost during submission to NEBOSH or any awarding body, the sole compensation is the opportunity to resit the same examination. 5. Recording, materials, and data. Audio or video recording of any training session is strictly prohibited unless expressly authorized in writing by TST Education. All information and materials provided during the course are used entirely at the learner's own risk. Learners consent to the sharing, storage, and processing of their personal data with awarding bodies including NEBOSH, IOSH, and Highfield, and within electronic systems including LMS platforms, cloud storage, and international servers strictly for training, assessment, certification, audit, and compliance purposes. 6. No guarantee of results or employment. TST Education makes no guarantees regarding examination results, employment opportunities, career progression, or workplace performance. 7. NEBOSH Registration Authority. TST Education holds the full and exclusive right to proceed with NEBOSH registration after the learner has successfully passed IG1 and IG2. Learners agree not to compel, pressure, or bring any complaint, claim, or legal action regarding NEBOSH registration. 8. NEBOSH rules and policies. Learners confirm that they have read and understood all NEBOSH policies, including malpractice, inquiries about results, reasonable adjustments, special consideration, learner terms and conditions, and official guidance published by NEBOSH. 9. Attendance, English and study commitment. Learners confirm they have reviewed the course schedule and commit to attending 100% of all planned sessions. Learners confirm their English speaking, reading, writing, and listening skills are sufficient for NEBOSH study and assessment, and that English is the primary language of instruction. During virtual sessions, learners must remain visible on camera subject to internet availability and tutor instructions. Learners commit to a minimum of 1 hour of private study per day and agree to provide evidence of work when requested. 10. Academic integrity. All submitted work must be the learner's own. Plagiarism, impersonation, use of third parties, or allowing another person to complete any part of the course, assessments, interviews, or submissions is strictly prohibited and will be treated as serious malpractice under NEBOSH rules. 11. Tutor support. Tutors provide academic guidance, feedback, and support to assist learners in meeting qualification standards, but do not guarantee examination results. 12. No agents or third parties. TST. Education does not operate through agents or branches. Learners must communicate directly with TST Education. Registration may be canceled if a learner registers through an unauthorized third party or provides misleading information, with a 30% administrative fee deducted. 13. Digital submissions and system responsibility. Learners are fully responsible for ensuring that all files, videos, forms, and evidence are correctly uploaded to the learning management system before the deadline. Technical issues, incorrect uploads, internet failures, or user errors shall not constitute grounds for acceptance unless expressly approved by NEBOSH. 14. Interviews, recording, and data. Learners grant permission for TST Education to record online sessions and NEBOSH OBE or IG1 closing interviews for audit, compliance, and quality assurance. Rescheduling of the NEBOSH closing interview may be subject to an administrative fee. Learners provide explicit consent for data processing and sharing in accordance with TST Education and NEBOSH requirements. 15. Informed registration and final acceptance. Learners confirm their enrollment is based on full understanding of the course content, syllabus, English requirements, and all applicable terms and conditions. By enrolling, learners acknowledge that they have read, understood, and accepted all TST Education policies and NEBOSH regulations. 16. Additional NEBOSH regulatory requirements. Learners agree to comply with all NEBOSH rules, assessment regulations, and ethical standards throughout the course and examination process. Any malpractice, misconduct, or breach of NEBOSH rules may result in termination of enrollment, reporting to NEBOSH, and nullification of results without refund. All NEBOSH assessment, grading, and moderation decisions are final and binding, subject only to NEBOSH's official inquiry or appeals procedures. Requests for reasonable adjustments or special consideration must be submitted within NEBOSH timelines. TST Education bears no responsibility for late or incomplete submissions. Certificates are issued solely by NEBOSH. TST Education is not responsible for NEBOSH processing or verification delays. In the event of any conflict between TST Education policies and NEBOSH regulations shall prevail.